Cash Global TV subscribe.
To eliminate federal funding and federal agencies purchasing those flock cameras. I find it pretty disgusting.
March 2026, Vice President Vance says publicly he believes UFOs are demons. The spiritual read reaches the second highest office in the country. May of 2026, the U.S. government releases UFO files in splashy headline-grabbing fashion. Disclosure moves from fringe to official. Late May, a group of charismatic pastors claims U.S. officials met with them and warned them to prepare their churches for the theological implications of disclosure. May 29th to June 3rd, Stephen Rossetti posted video. Most UFO sightings are in fact demons.
Global Mafia, welcome to your home for non-mainstream news, the latest theories, and all the information they don't want us to access. Let's have a conversation about it in the comments. Get to this forbidden history and get straight to the truth. Let's waste no time and get to it.
Cash Global TV subscribe.
Strap yourself to the side of the container and sit there and look embarrassed that you're going down the freeway at 70 miles an hour strapped to a big blue container. What is in the back of these things, man? I gotta know. I'll tell you what.
7 days of creation, the 7 days of the week, the 7 musical notes, the 7 colors of the rainbow, the 7 chakras, the 7 temples of the body, the 7 holes in the human skull, the 7 layers of the human skin, the 7 rows of the periodic table, the 7 crystalline system, the 7 continents, the 7 seas, the 7 seals of the apocalypse, the 7 deadly sins, the 7 virtues, the 7 stages of grief, the 7 liberal arts, the 7 ancient wonders, the 7 wandering stars of antiquity, the 7 star sisters of the Pleiades, the 7 sages of cosmic myth, the 7 metals of alchemy, the 7 major organs, the 7 cervical vertebrae, the 7 steps of the alchemical process, the 7 layers of the Earth's atmosphere, the 7 core tissues of ancient medicine, the 7 imperial dynasties of the early empires, the matrix, the walls, the absolute boundary where energy is forced to stop, turn around, and repeat.
I'm not sure if I agree with that, if 7 is the number of the universe, because if that was the end, wouldn't it be 9? Because there's no number greater than 9, but I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Spam it up.
Those are the smart communities because it means tremendous numbers of jobs, very little actual disruption. And the ones that don't want it, you know, the happiest people in the world are foreign countries, number one, and number two, other communities within our country because they're begging for them to be there. And some of them are great communities, very, very forward-looking communities.
If you're a community looking forward to them data centers, let me know. I don't know if you want the brown water or whatever else comes with it. Allegedly, entertainment purposes only. I don't know.
Trump on this one. He said most smart communities want data centers. Nah, nobody I know of wants data centers. I can promise you that. Tell you what you do. Won't you put them right beside those big rich country clubs and highfalutin places? Put them in the city because most folks out in the country, that's why they moved to the country. They don't want to be around nothing like that or hear anything like that. I saw a video, I think it's from Texas, where one of the farmers was losing his calves because of the data centers. Yep, killing the calves. So no, cuz you're wrong on this one. Yeah, you need to pull your hair out your rear end and get with the program. You keep pushing them data centers, it ain't gonna be good. No, not come election time. Yep, because people are just like, well, nah, I'm out.
Cannot wake everybody up. It's impossible to wake up some people. Totally impossible. They will not believe what's happening to people around the world. They'll always think, oh, well, it's this and it's that. They'll blame it on the person themselves. There are external forces out there that is working against the human population, and they're working for total control of this human population. And if they don't get it...
Before we get to the good stuff, I do want to cover the alien topic again.
Okay.
I think it's a dark topic, and I have an inclination that's already been put out in messaging that the aliens wrote the Bible to control humanity. That's already a narrative that's being spread.
Right.
We have a timeline of events here that's going on. I'll read them real quick. And the timeline seems to be speeding up. Here's the last couple of months. March 2026, Vice President Vance says publicly he believes UFOs are demons. The spiritual read reaches the second highest office in the country. May of 2026, the U.S. government releases UFO files in splashy headline-grabbing fashion. Disclosure moves from fringe to official. Late May, a group of charismatic pastors claims U.S. officials met with them and warned them to prepare their churches for the theological implications of disclosure. May 29th to June 3rd, Stephen Rossetti posted video. Most UFO sightings are in fact demons.
Right.
Cardinal Melroy removes him at Washington, D.C.'s exorcist within days.
Right.
June 7th, Spielberg on CBS Morning frames the faith question for a mass audience. Is God our God only on this planet? June 12th, Disclosure Day opens nationwide in a film which the government releases UFO files mirroring real events 3 weeks earlier.
Check this out. Anybody with real faith is not going to be shaken, shook, or drawn by any of that. And there's been a narrative for a long time. I don't know if anybody going for the pump fake. Do y'all believe that? Let me know. If you do, you can agree or disagree. That's fine. No worries.
You have in your body. This is how much sugar your bloodstream can handle at any given time. This is the amount of sugar the average American is eating every single day. Sugar in your eyes is called glaucoma. Sugar in your brain is called dementia. Sugar in your skin is called aging. Sugar in your pancreas and bloodstream is called type 2 diabetes. Sugar in the liver is called fatty liver disease. Sugar in your heart is cardiovascular disease. Sugar in your kidneys is called kidney failure. Your body is not the problem. The sugar overload is. Balance your blood sugar and you can flip the script.
Hey everybody, Tim Burchett. I've proposed they're pretty draconian, and you can look that up if you want to know what that means. It's called the Protection Against Mass Surveillance Act, and it prohibits federal agencies from purchasing or pulling or contract with automated surveillance systems. These things violate our constitutional rights. I've always been for protecting constitutional freedoms. I think it's one of the most important responsibilities. One of the important things we do as congressmen, do anything at all. We just tend to keep giving away your rights. Americans should never choose between safety and liberty. We got to keep our country safe, or we can't sacrifice the freedoms that, of course, that define us. It violates the Fourth Amendment. I've consistently opposed these warrantless surveillances and policies, and they'll weaken our privacy rights like crazy. We've already seen incidents where cops have used these things to pursue ladies for dating purposes or stalking or whatever. It's happened a couple of times, but it's the reality of where we are as a country. And these things are brought in. These are just revenue generators, and then they use them for other things. Trust but verify. That's what Reagan said.
Trust but verify always. Do your own research. I encourage it. Entertainment purposes only. They sure do let Tim Burchett pop it, right? Let him say whatever he won't, go off the handle rails. You think he controlled opposition? Obviously, they're allowing him to say what he wants to say. Scientists are coming up missing and things of that nature, and he's still around, so who knows these days?
The law enforcement intelligence agencies, they got to have tools to address these threats, but taking our constitutional rights is not on the table. This legislation, of course, it'll hopefully restore the constitutional balance between national security and individual liberty.
They're lying about everything. Stop believing them. So now they're saying that we have to get used to the whole data center thing, right? And also that China is making anti-data center propaganda. Yeah, China. I'm surprised it's not Iran.
It's Iran.
But that's not the crazy part. Just hold on.
To convince your community how great these things, you can't fight it. You have to go with it.
And then I heard this, that our electric bill is going to go down because of these data centers. That's pretty funny because last night I watched a video of a data center insider who said that every single American's electric bill is going to double over the next few years because the data centers. Also that they'll have to pay the increase as well, but of course they get a special rate that we don't get.
Nationwide to ensure that as new data centers go up, and they're going up all over, electricity bills for American families will actually come down.
People keep trusting in these politicians to do the right thing. They're never going to do that.
Who's really in favor of these data centers and what exactly are they doing? I still don't know. If somebody could inform me, it'll be wonderful. Not sure exactly what their function is for and purpose. Let me in, tap me in.
Standing in the shadow of their massive ancestor. For those with open eyes, you can see it all over. But here's a little more signs of the ancient trees from our past.
Really quick, I'm going to show you this, how the trees are fibers, and for some reason this shows the true color. Big chunk of this just fell off. Be part of the grain. This is the way the fibers are, right here.
Has dismissed concerns about AI's water use as fake, completely untrue, totally insane, and having no connection to reality. What's your reaction to those statements?
I think that's extraordinarily unfair. Are you living there, Mr. Altman? Are you experiencing firsthand what they're going through? And to just say without knowing that these people are lying, I think is insulting. I paused around here, but I do want to share this because we brought up this conversation and AI. And since these big CEOs are going to stay here and say this is absolutely not true, I've gone and asked AI myself.
And what did AI tell you, Aaron?
I jumped on AI and I asked it a question. You are AI, so you tell me where you would put all the data centers in the United States. And it wrote back, Mr. Altman, you're AI. If I had to redesign the entire data center network for the United States from scratch, I would place them based on one simple rule: zero conflict with human resources. We can say what we want about AI, but they've created a tool that is also teaching us.
I don't think that statement is too far off, but always remember what I tell y'all about the LML, large language model, the AI that they give us access to. It is programmed to keep us on the app and tell us what we want to hear. So it formulated the answer that she would like. With that being said, that's the end of this compilation. We about to get into 2 every day. Excuse the delay. No more lives. We're going to do 1 live a week. Let me know what day y'all want to rock with. Put the day in the comments. That'll let me know you made it this far. We back, Global Mafia. We don't call it a rabbit hole because we get stuck nowhere. We get to the information, the facts, eat the meat and potatoes and spit out the bones, even though I'm a vegetarian. That being said, make sure you put a capital K and a $sign for the S. Global Mafia is back. Spam it up in the comments. Drop them globes. Let's keep getting to this hidden knowledge that they don't want us to access. One person will never know everything about the collective. We're going to figure it all out.